Randall out there with Taj Gibson. Then there's Mo Harkless, and it's Barrett at shooting guard. And for the Lakers, Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. JaVale McGee is out there with Anthony Davis, and it's Bradley in at the point. Clark, these two teams are not all that familiar with each other, but when they do play, man, they've had some terrific games.
Yeah, and, you know, great rivalries, Kevin, bring out the emotion. And, you know, I think fans around the country, me included, have been looking forward to this one.
Now here's Gibson. Randall left side. It's stolen by Davis. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. LeBron with the ball.
Yeah, they call him the freight train. LeBron James, when he's coming down the court like that, good luck trying to stop him.
Payton against Bradley. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. James outside. Shoots. And good. As it just snugs right down through the net.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Payton. He just could not put it together in that loss to Atlanta. To the inside. Lock at 6. McGee with the block.
Boy, and the wingspan McGee has covers a lot of ground. Very useful for shot blocking.
They get the rebound. Here's Davis. Randall with some nice D.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
The pass to Gibson. Shoots over Bradley. And too long on the shot. Lakers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. LeBron kicks to Bradley. Back to LeBron. And he uses the glass on the layup. James has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
You know, LeBron James is so strong and able to finish through contact because of it. You got to wrap him up. You got to get him before he gets that ball up in the shooting motion, because contact other than that doesn't bother him.
Now here's Harkless. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Pass to Randall. Barrett dishes to Payton. From deep three-point range, New York, no good that time either.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check, and was maybe a step out of his range.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. This time they met in New York.
And their last time playing this club, foul trouble became a big problem for them. Their starters had to take an early stint on the bench.
They've just got to be more careful tonight. It's that simple. I mean, those guys are too valuable. They need them on the floor.
With the break in the action, here is the 2K leaderboard showing us this month's top passers. LeBron James 3rd.
Really been in sync with his teammates over that period. I mean, his passing has been phenomenal.
Bradley against Payton. To stop the drought. Can't hit that one. Great D that time from Green.
You know, that's a quick 0 for 4 now. At what point do you call a timeout and reset?
Knicks trail by 8. Out to the right wing. Now, here's Barrett, guarded by McGee. Here's Gibson, on target from 13 feet.
Confident score from the mid-range. Actually, maybe his best part of his game. Gibson's solid, recognizing when that shot's available.
And Greg, talking to scouts about R.J. Barrett, they love the athleticism. But what makes him especially good is the work ethic and the confidence. Oh, what a play! Woo!
Nothing out of the ordinary there for LeBron. I mean, insane athleticism.
Peyton passes to Gibson. Randall right side. It's stolen by Davis. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. And the dunk by James.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
Outside Gibson. Pass to Barrett. 6 on the shot clock. Good on the triple.
And, you know, it's a bonus to have big men who pass it like this. Gibson, solid instincts there.
Lakers leading by 7. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. We're seeing more and more young coaches in the NBA. Think this is a trend? Is it completely circumstantial? What's your view on it?
Well, I think you've got more younger coaches that are capable and able to coach. And the league is quite young, too. I think it's a current trend. But we've seen that before in decades past when it seems the wave of coaches are younger. I think it's more or less kind of the cycle of life that we see across a lot of different industries.
Group substitution here for the Lakers. Dwight Howard's checked in for JaVale McGee. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Davis. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Green. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Brantley. Rondo kicks to LeBron. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Good, and the assist goes to James.
It just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Ntilikina, guarded by Kuzma, and it's sent back by Howard.
Get that weak stuff out of here around Howard. Return to sender is what he stamped that one with.
A go-to scorer's mentality for Kyle Kuzma, Clark. He's got a wide array of shots at his disposal.
Well, I don't know if there's a more versatile scorer as a young player in the league than Kuzma. He's got the turnaround jumper, the sky hook, step backs, drives it aggressively. Boy, he has got a lot in that book bag of his.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. One thing about Kyle Kuzma, Clark, he's not a ball stopper. When he touches the ball, he is shooting it.
I would not disagree with you there, guys. He is fearless looking for a shot. He hunts his shot aggressively, and he's very efficient. He doesn't need a lot of dribbles, but the one thing I like about him is that he doesn't hold on to that ball long. He's going to make a quick, decisive move or get it out of his hands.
Knicks trail by 10. Here's Knox. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to go on Markieff Morris.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
First free throw is good. He doesn't get the second one. And I just love the skill set that Markieff Morris has, Greg, at that forward position.
He really is a do-it-all type of forward for this team. Can step outside and shoot, but has no problem guarding anyone on the front line of the opposition.
Here's Ntilikina. He's covered by Rondo. The shot's good from Ntilikina.
And, you know, the length of Ntilikina, man, takes long strides when he's driving inside to get past the defense. Fantastic stuff.
23 seconds left here in the first quarter. Rondo, it's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
So it's Ntilikina who brings up the ball for the Knicks. 11-point game. To the left side wing. Left side, Portis. And the basket is good.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Back to the action after this word. Bobby Portis, who's known for his work ethic, said he learned a lot from his mother.
She gets up at 3, 4 in the morning and gets off at 1, 2 in the evening. You know, she works hard for her 4 boys. You know, she breaks herself off daily. You know, I always try to pride myself in hard work also because how hard she worked for me.
And she was a basketball player in her own right, Greg, a scholarship at Jackson State University.
Yeah, and gave up basketball when she had Bobby, but she encouraged him to pursue his dream, and she said now she's living her dream through him.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Noche Latina in the NBA as we resume action. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
Rondo and Caldwell Pope in the backcourt. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Morris, and it's Howard in at the 5 spot. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. Here's Knox, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And Clark, when you look at how the game has changed, if you were entering the league today, how would you reshape your skill set?
Well, the biggest part would be expanding my shooting range. I was a good shooter at the time that I played, but would need to expand it and was just starting to stretch out my shooting to the three-point line. And then also defensively, be a little more committed to that end of the floor, really working to get better there. But ball handling, passing, scoring, rebounding, those were things that I did pretty well.
That one is off. And the Lakers making a change here. Caruso's checked in, and a switcher also for New York. Ellington's checked in. And the second free throw, good. Now here's Rondo. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Lets a floater go, but they'll get another chance. Here's Caruso. Ellington defending. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. And he lobs it up. Swiped away. Kuzma outside. Passes to Howard. Over Robinson. And again, the Lakers no good.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
On the wing, Ellington. He's covered by Rondo. Shot clock at 6. Bullock dishes to Ellington. Off target from outside. Lakers leading by 5. Here's Caruso. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And the double clutch layup in that situation, that's just him playing to the crowd, guys.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight. And that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Davis is checked in for Howard. James comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Green in for Rajon Rondo. Knicks trail by 8. Payton passes to Robinson. And there's the pass to Ellington. Over Green. And the Knicks miss again. And Caruso's got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. Wants to get it to Robinson and does. Here's Randall. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to go on Markieff Morris.
The creative finishing ability of Randall draws a lot of fouls.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And on the season, only shooting around 73%, so not necessarily where he'd like to be.
Free throw good from Randall.
It takes young guys a little while to figure it out, and after 4 up-and-down seasons with the Lakers, Julius Randle joined New Orleans in 2018, busted out for over 20 points per game with the Pelicans.
Los Angeles making a switch here. McGee's checked in. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Taj Gibson's checked in for Robinson. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
And you see the passing instincts Barrett has. Great at recognition out on the floor.
And for a lot of these kids, Greg, it's interesting how quickly teams expect them to get up to speed. Case in point, R.J. Barrett.
Yeah, he had only the 1 year of college, already being asked to produce. Fortunately, he's very mature for his age and generally plays up to the level of competition.
And Gibson sends it back.
A good defender who uses his body well, Gibson is capable of blocking shots.
Knicks trail by 9. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Payton. And Davis sends it back.
Well, I tell you what, Davis uses his length so well. A defensive stalwart who holds his ground, and because of his timing and length and athleticism, he's an excellent shot blocker.
Avery Bradley, he's checked in for the Lakers. Harkless is checked in for New York. Pass to Barrett. 5 on the clock. Here's Payton. That doesn't go either for Payton.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear, it's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Here's Barrett. Rebound the Lakers.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. He never lets a shot go uncontested. And this kind of athleticism at the center position, pretty remarkable. McGee letting it all hang out there.
Here's Payton. Drops it in from 11 feet. Payton's got his first points of the game.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
Outside, Davis. He feeds it to James. Randall grabs the board.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Payton kicks to Randall. Yep, it counts. Randall's got it back down to single digits for New York.
Boy, I love the way Payton is always looking to swing the ball. I mean, he's constantly on the lookout for the ball reversal to help an open teammate get a shot.
On the wing, James. Defended by Harkless.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
The Lakers have made 1 of 3 free throws in the game.
At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
No good on the free throw.
You look at LeBron James, he's truly a remarkable talent. And every season he seems to add something else to his game. It's been fun watching him, and I'm not sure how much longer we're going to see him at this level.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Kyle Kuzma comes in for JaVale McGee, and it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Danny Green. Good on the second free throw. Looking at the Knicks, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Hawks in Atlanta. Neely Kina looking it over. Here's Portis. The shot off that time. Kuzma with the defensive effort.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
It's Bradley on the wing. Just 3 on the clock. And so it's Los Angeles with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Kentavious, you guys came out with a lot of energy in the first half. What got you going?
Like you said, we came out with a lot of energy. We wanted to get easy basket layups, knock down shots.
You got all that and more in that first half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. LeBron James had it going on in the first quarter. He had 11 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. And taking a look at the Lakers, Shaq, what'd you think?
You got to like their offense efficiency. They were patient, took good shots. That was reflected in the high field goal percentage. They just need to keep playing smart in the second half and close this thing out. Don't get cute now.
And over to Kenny, what'd you think about New York?
Well, obviously, they didn't show up on the glass at all. They were getting outworked, out-hustled, and outplayed. And their competition showed just the opposite. They wanted it more. You can't give up a ton of extra possessions in a game like this and expect to win.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. The mid-range jump shot, you've talked about this a lot, is still valuable if you can hit it with consistency.
Yeah, and if it's a quality shot, Kevin, I think you should shoot it. Move the defense, move the ball to get a quality shot, and I think one of the very best at knocking down the mid-range jump shot, Kevin Durant clearly. But how about Chris Middleton? Elite mid-range jump shooter, and DeMar DeRozan as well has a strong mid-range game too.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Setting the floor for the Knicks. Taj Gibson is out there with Julius Randle. Then there's Payton. Then it's Barrett, and it's Harkless in at the 3 spot. Gibson passes to Payton. Shot clock at 5. Down low. And it's blocked by Bradley.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Well, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Stolen by McGee. Here's Green. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And one thing you can say about Green, I don't know of too many players who are as dependent on their three-point shot as he is. He needs that shot to be falling for him to make an impact.
And the first one at the line is good. Some changes for the Lakers. Dwight Howard's checked in for JaVale McGee. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Avery Bradley. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Robinson's checked in. Both free throws good from Green. And so Payton will bring it up for the Knicks. They trail by 16. They get to take on the Heat at Miami after this one. And that will conclude a 4-game road trip. Comes Spaz Robinson. Here's Randall. And Davis sends it back. And he gets it back.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Robinson with the block. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. And for the ball out of bounds, Davis touched it last. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. Taking a look at New York. It hasn't been a great season for them. We may see some changes in the offseason.
And right now for the Knicks, this has been a season I'm sure they'd like to forget. And luckily, they'll be able to do that soon enough.
You know, maybe they'd like to forget it, but there are lessons to take from it as well. I mean, the mistakes they've made this year can't be repeated if they want to get a taste of the postseason anytime soon.
Just 3 to shoot, and it's good. 2 points.
Anytime Payton is involved in screen and roll action, usually it's going to lead to a basket. He's really smart and typically makes the right decision more times than not.
Here's LeBron. Robinson with the block. Now Barrett pushing it up, and no one back to stop him. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Markieff Morris is checked in for Davis, and it's Alex Caruso in for Danny Green. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Wayne Ellington's checked in for Maurice Harkless. And that one falls for Barrett.
Born in Toronto, Barrett joins a talented group of Canadians who have entered the NBA ranks.
James left side, and they double up LeBron. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game, now 6 for 10.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Payton against Rondo. Payton can't get it to go.
Feels to me like this team is going to need more from him, guys. I mean, if they're to erase this deficit, he's got to step up.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Randall kicks to Payton. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. With a step back. Offensive rebound. And finished off by Robinson.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark.
Which is a spark they desperately need, Kevin. They've got to ramp up the intensity.
Pass to Howard. Over Robinson. Howard can't hit.
And the D does just enough to throw off his rhythm on that shot.
Payton with the ball. He's picked up by Rondo. Here's Randall. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Lakers leading by 11. Rondo drives in, and the shot is good. Rondo's got his second basket of the game.
Rondo just being creative there on that drive, finding different ways to burn the D whenever he penetrates.
New York calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
With some changes. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Markieff Morris, and it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for LeBron. And a new group in for the Knicks. Portis, he's checked in for Randall. Kevin Knox comes in for Barrett. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Wayne Ellington. And Frank Ntilikina's subbed in for Elfrid Payton.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Portis, the pass to Knox. With some arc, and he lays it up and in. Knox has got 7 points.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Outside Rondo. Kuzma inside. Defended by Portis. 6 to shoot. Rondo kicks to Caldwell-Pope. Deep. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And while we've got a moment, let's check out the best defenses in the NBA. In third, the Lakers.
This is a team that takes pride on the defensive side of the floor. I mean, they play hard and they play together. They are a tough group to score on.
That's tipped. And here we go. Rondo heading to the hoop. He gets it in there. He's got 6.
Yeah, and Rondo is a rugged defender, outstanding at reading the opposition there and then coming up with the steal.
Passes it to Knox. Robinson left side. Over Howard. Robinson misses.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Rondo. Buries it down low. Hondo's got 6 here in this quarter.
And, I think this is exactly what you want Howard to do. I mean, when somebody's open, show that you're willing to give the ball up.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Lakers lead by 13. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. Green out there with Bradley. And it's Caldwell Pope in at the small forward position. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Here's Knox. Knicks with a new 14, Gibson. And the shot goes in.
You got to get a body on Gibson, because if you don't, he's relentless in attacking the offensive glass.
Outside, Green. The pass to Bradley. Floats it up for Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely sleep.
Here's Caldwell Pope. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. That's 7 points for Kentavious Caldwell Pope. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
And it's Bradley with the ball for the Lakers. Pope loose. Now here's Ellington, guarded by Bradley. And here is Ellington. Here's Knox. That one, no good. Kuzma outside. Offensive rebound. Davis with the bucket. And the Lakers lead by 15.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
New York calls timeout.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Los Angeles. James comes in for Kentavious Caldwell Pope. And a new group in for the Knicks. Randall's checked in for Portis. Harkless comes in for Kevin Knox. It's checked in for Reggie Bullock. And it's Peyton in for Wayne Ellington. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Coach Fizdale was going over with his team. He was not happy with their play. He told them, we're getting outworked out there. Simple as that. We got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
Always going up for the alley-oop here, and it's McGee with the jam.
There is a bunch to appreciate about LeBron's game. His passing is off the charts. Just look at that feed.
Peyton passes to Gibson. Pass to Barrett. Over Green. There's JaVale McGee with the rebound. McGee's got 5 rebounds tonight.
It's been about the rebounding. Really, that's the dividing line in this game.
Yep, and they've simply shown more aggressiveness, guys. More desire to secure the ball.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Randall dishes to Payton. Back to Randall over Davis. Randall no good.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Payton against Bradley. From past the arc. And James with the basket on the assist from Green.
Another one of those special nights for LeBron. I mean, you know, if he sticks around till he's an older fella, that all-time scoring career mark, wow, might be in jeopardy.
Lakers leading by 16. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Taj Gibson picks one up.
When LeBron has it inside like that, I mean, it's almost impossible to stop him. Worst case scenario, he's going to get himself to the foul line.
But do you think the NBA should consider expanding the use of replay? I know you personally hate to slow the game down, but you also want the calls to be correct.
Well, it depends on the circumstances, Kevin. I like the fact that replay is available and it helps enhance the ability of the officials to get calls correct. Expanding the use of replay, though, has to be done very judiciously. There are a couple of areas, goaltending would be one, where you take a look to see if that's the case. But I think flow of game takes priority over trying to get every single call right just because you think technology gives you a chance to do that.
That one misses. And Clark, you talk to anyone who has played with Taj Gibson. They love having him as a teammate.
Well, you can see why, too, Kevin. You talk to players that have been teammates of his, and he always puts the team first in everything that he does. He's consistent. He's productive. He's likable. That's valuable to have in a good player who also happens to be great for your locker room.
Now here's LeBron, defended by Harkless. Bradley against Payton, 13 feet away. And Bradley gets it to go. And the Lakers lead by 19.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Lakers.
They simply ran him off the court.
They set the pace, and their transition game was executed flawlessly.
In what's been a good season already, tonight's win will take their record to 50 wins, a big milestone here tonight.
And they've really had a dominant run of games against this opponent this year. They played them 3 times and won every one.
Well, once they'd taken the first 2 from them, you could just sense how this one was going to go.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Anthony Davis.
Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Jared Dudley's checked in for Anthony Davis. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for LeBron. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Green. And Cook subbed in for Bradley. Here's Ntilikina. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. McGee's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Caruso. Cook looking it over. High arcing shot. Here's Ntilikina. McGee with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. Portis, the pass to Trier. Here's Ntilikina. Outside Portis. Pass to Dotson. Over Caldwell-Pope.
Caldwell-Pope, so quick, so active, so alert on D.
New York, no good that time either. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth. Good. And the Lakers lead by 21.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Here's Portis. Cans the 12-footer.
You know, that's what you love about Neely Keena. I mean, very unselfish and constantly looking to set up his guys.
Here is Cook. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Danny, a strong defensive effort both individually and team. Now, how comfortable are you at that end of the floor now, knowing that you can make things tough on the opposition?
Well, we want to make them take tough shots. We're not comfortable at any point defensively, but we got to continue to be active and be aggressive and get our hands on loose balls.
It's been the mark of the Spurs for a long time, Danny. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up for